If you're a huge Star Wars Rebels fan like I am, then some of the latest Star Wars news is certainly heartwarming. In today's video, we're going to talk about Hera coming to the Filoniverse, as well as how I think the Ashoka Tano series may actually end. So let's get right into it here from a scoop from LRM Online. They state LRM source over at Lucasfilm has told us that creatives are looking to bring in Hera Syndulla as the bridge to connect the show to the Mandalorian universe. Production of The Rangers is still a while away. However, the issue creatives are running into is finding time to introduce a new character and connect to the Mandoverse. End quote. And certainly with Dave Filoni's involvement with the Filoniverse or Mandoverse, whatever you want to call it, well, it just makes a lot of sense to bring in a character that a lot of folks already know about, Hera Syndulla, and use her as that strong female lead in the Rangers of the New Republic. I mean, do I wish Gina Carano was still in that role? Absolutely, I love that character. But as I said in the video covering the news of her firing by Disney, this is going to be an opportunity for other strong female characters that we already have established in the Star Wars universe, and Hera Syndulla, in my opinion, is just a completely underrated character, one that has a lot of depth, a lot of development in Star Wars Rebels, and one that people could come to love just as much as Gina Carano in live action. But there is one possible problem with all that, and that is the fact that I hope Dave Filoni certainly has some input in how they use this character, because if they don't do the Hera character justice, there's going to be a lot of upset fans. But that all said, it's not the only interesting report I've heard when it comes to the Filoniverse. Now, Corey of Kessel Run Transmissions, well, he was on the Steel Wars podcast, and while he was chatting, he mentioned that a Thrawn and Ezra series could indeed be coming. You might remember that LRM Online actually mentioned that a Thrawn and Ezra series is in the works, but of course, after that big announcement by Disney, it certainly didn't seem like we were going to be getting the Thrawn and Ezra show, as Disney seemed to let us in on everything that was coming in the next few years. But remember, they actually held back announcing the Boba Fett series, and I think there's a really good chance that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, well, they might want to hold back on announcing a Thrawn and Ezra show until after the Ashoka Tano series is finished. I mean, especially if Thrawn is going to be introduced into the Ahsoka series, if audiences already know that there's another series coming up featuring Thrawn, well, then that would take away some of the suspense as to whether or not Thrawn is going to survive the series. So I think there's a really good chance that we're going to get a Thrawn and Ezra series, and that could mean that we're going to get more Ashoka Tano and more Sabine Wren in a second series. I mean, after the popularity of Ahsoka Tano in season 2 of The Mandalorian, that only makes sense. But hey, Star Wars fans, let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, I'm Mike, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.